Many of us have picked up new hobbies during this long year at home. Comedian Jim Gaffigan has been suiting up for a winter activity he previously mocked in his stand-up act. With touring on hold, the 54-year-old father of five has taken up cross-country skiing, as you're about to see. It is a new challenge for the Indiana native who came up idolizing fellow Hoosier David Letterman, and then in 1999 got a life-changing invitation to perform on Dave's show. Since then, Gaffigan's relatable, family-focused act has made him one of the biggest draws in comedy, with Forbes recently ranking him the third highest-earning stand-up comedian, behind only Kevin Hart and Jerry Seinfeld. Jim and I got together outside of New York for a Sunday sit-down and a lesson in cross-country skiing. I should point out I'm more of a downhill guy myself. When you get a little glide going, you can kind of see the appeal, but...
Right? But it is still absurd.
In Finland, I was invited to go cross-country skiing, and all I could think is fun illegal here?
Jim Gaffigan has performed for audiences around the world. But today, the Finns are getting the last laugh.
Jim, why are we doing this?
Because one of the things we've learned during the pandemic is you need excuses to get away from your family. That, and I'm training for the Winter Olympics.
I can't believe cross-country skiing's even a sport. Hey, you know that awkward part in downhill skiing where you're trying to get over to the lift? What if we just did that?
No, I like it. There's something meditative about cross-country skiing. It's just, you know, you get to spend some time away from your family, and your family's not there, and there's no family. But I love my family.
When I travel without my children, in between those moments of guilt are just hours of happiness.
Thanks to sold-out tours, Grammy-nominated comedy albums, and 8 streaming stand-up specials, Gaffigan is one of the most popular comics working today.
I was asked to open for the Pope when he visited America, and before you're impressed, it didn't go well.
With a mostly clean act about food and fatherhood.
What more? More bacon!
Often punctuated by something he calls his inner voice.
Oh, he's doing that voice already.
But for the last year, Jim has had to bring his set closer to home.
Welcome to quarantine.
Cooking, gardening, and yes, even cross-country skiing have helped the 54-year-old ride out the pandemic with his wife Jeannie and their 5 kids.
I am taking a video.
Who have escaped New York City for the great outdoors.
Do you have a technique you like to use?
It's kind of like you have slippers on, and you're trying to make as much noise so that your wife knows that you're getting up and getting her coffee. So it's kind of a lift the slipper, slide the slipper, guilt trip, slide, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's go into this pretend line.
Have you missed being out on the road, being out on stage and doing stand-up?
It's been such a huge adjustment because the creative fulfillment of going on stage and getting immediate feedback and then going cold turkey in a way that I wouldn't want anyone subjected to. But I have no concept of what I used to do, like how I'm gonna need a couple days just to recover from this interview. Showering is not a priority like it used to be. But I showered for you.
Did you really?
I did.
How recently was that? Today?
What year is this?
I'm gonna wash your body while you sleep.
Gaffigan's own path to comedy stardom began in a crowded Midwestern house.
I am originally from Indiana. I know what most of you are thinking. Indiana Mafia.
You were the youngest of 6.
Yeah. I'm still the youngest of 6.
Yes, you remain the youngest of 6.
Yeah. I think that the humor was a tool to gain my siblings' respect. I did an impression of my dad, so it was kind of a way to disarm that authority.
Right.
And then I got a job, and I was miserable. And maybe because I was the youngest and I was considered eccentric for the family, that I embrace this. There was plenty of years I was doing stand-up and no success whatsoever, and I had to come to peace with that. And a lot of people were like, Jim, why didn't you go into modeling? And I'm like, you know what? Because I don't want to be judged for that. You know what I mean?
It's so brave of you.
Yeah, it is. There's certain bravery there.
I'm moving a little slow tonight. I had a Hot Pocket for dinner.
I mean, the Hot Pockets moment
Oh my gosh,
is one that everyone sort of seized on and said, okay,
Yeah.
Jim Gaffigan's the Hot Pockets guy. I love that guy.
I tried the bit a couple times in New York City at comedy clubs, and no one in New York knew what it was, because in New York City you could just go and get a piece of pizza. But I knew that the rest of the country, this was the next stage of the 7-Eleven burrito.
There is the vegetarian Hot Pocket for those of us that don't want to eat meat but still would like diarrhea.
It will pay for my children to go to college. But I don't know if I need more drunk people yelling Hot Pocket to me.
Look at that guy. He's wasted in a bar. I came here to read a novel.
You've been described as clean and family-friendly.
As a comedian, I guess I am, I don't curse, but as an individual, I'm a horrible person. But I would also say that the only adjective comedians want is funny. You know, whether you're clean or, in my case, good looking. I don't need that. I just want funny.
Gaffigan's appeal is broad, and his comedy is mostly apolitical. So some fans were stunned last summer when he posted a viral Twitter rant condemning then-President Trump's speech at the Republican National Convention.
Why did you make that turn?
I wanted to alienate as many people as I could. No, it was, I saw the way things could go. And also as a parent, I didn't want my kids to not see me take a stand for things that I believe in.
Yeah.
And I don't think people care about who I vote for. I care about who they're voting for. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm running for governor of Texas against Matthew McConaughey. Because he's in the pocket of China.
Is this your first attack ad here exclusively
This is my
with
first
us?
attack ad. No, you can't use any of this.
Jim, this has been fun.
This is fun. You know what? Don't turn around. Let's go across the country.
And you've earned your own nap after this.
I've earned my own nap.
Yeah.
You know, so many of the problems of this world could be solved with naps. Maybe the Israelis and the Palestinians need to nap together. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm just pitching that. If that comes up later on, you're like, oh, you know what? Jim Gaffigan brought up that.
And he's a diplomat on top of everything else. Jim's latest comedy special, The Pale Tourist, is streaming now on Amazon Prime. And if things go as planned, he will be coming to a stand-up stage near you later this year. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the full-length interview with Jim Gaffigan, including the acclaim he's receiving for his turn to more serious movie roles. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get yours.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.